I'm Kathy Parry, corporate energy expert, and I help senior living and caregiving teams power up, regain that energy that maybe they've lost or their teams have lost so that they can serve their residents and clients and do it with joy. The biggest challenge facing senior living teams right now and most caregiving industries is obviously workforce. I hear about it all the time. But if you go a little deeper, workforce issues really stem from bigger issues. Issues like how teams communicate, how people feel like their contributions matter on teams. So when I work with organizations, I help them kind of dig a little deeper to understand where they could improve the experience for their workforce so they want to stay. The reason I'm passionate about working with senior living and caregiving professionals is I was a caregiver myself for over 20 years for my daughter. My daughter was born with a degenerative disease that left her infantile, and being in that caregiving role, I really understood how someone can burn out and how you take on so much when someone else's life is really in your hands. So the very first time I worked with a caregiving organization, I was like, these are my people. I want to be there for you and be a part of helping you energize and do that serving. I think the number one thing that successful teams do is they help people understand how their contribution matters. And when they do that, it looks like showing up feeling affirmed, like, hey, I did do that and it was noticed. People will leave if they are not acknowledged and celebrated. So when we begin to really reach out to our teams and let them know you are important and the role that you play is important, they show up. They want to show up because they're part of a community. I think the future of senior living is bright. We have a lot of elders who are getting ready to enter retirement ages, and everyone is preparing for it. But I think what we need to do is really elevate how important that role is. So the perception is that this is a great place to be, a great place to work, a great career path. One of the things that I hear most is people don't really know what we do. Everyone has an old model, an old thought process. And if we're going to stay vibrant and have that great interaction with the families, the residents, the people that we care for, we need to let them know how important they are and how important we feel it is to serve them. And we do that also by building trust with the families, trust with our teams, being transparent in our communication. So I think the future is very bright. Well, if you're feeling that your teams might be burned out, stressed out, maxed out, not communicating, conflict, why don't you book a strategy call with me? We'll just hop on a call for 15, 20 minutes, tell me what's going on, and you are sure to walk away with a few tips, tools, and tactics to implement immediately. I'd love to chat.